after winning our last 5 matches. I'm scared that's going to come to an end today. We're playing top of the table. Let's get into it, my dudes. Before we get into today's episode, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Okay, as I said, we've won our last 5 matches. The team is playing outstanding. Last match you guys seen, we played Bayern Munich that we won in the penalty shootout. We went out and beat Hertha in the league 2-0. Kerry Morris and Peter getting in goal. Hamburg, Shorats, and Peter getting in goal. Hanover, Gil Ventura getting a hat trick. Nice stuff. We're sitting very lovely right now. We're sitting in 4th place. And the Champions League spots are up for grabs right now. I mean, we're definitely in contention for those spots. I am a little bit scared though today because we are playing Dortmund in our first match, and as you can see, they was running away with the league already. So I think this is what we're doing. I think we got Vlad in goal, back 4 of Dorn, Byrne, Izert, and Escobar. We got some injuries. We have to talk about as well. Sal and Al Warfall. No, you know, Warfall has played really bad of late, so he's not coming in. He's sitting on the bench. Yoshi, Peter on the right-hand side, who is absolutely amazing right now. I know we mentioned in the last episode that I thought he had jumped up to 3.5 stars, and it didn't show it on this screen. He has. He's 3.5 star player now. He is really developing, really good. Good player for us. Cardoza in the middle. Ferrari on the left-hand side. Ventura up top. But yeah, the injuries we got to talk about. Eggman, he is hurt for 1 more day. Vasco could be out for 4 weeks. And Kerry Morris, the low knee, also banged up, should be returning in 2 days. And I think Shepard's hurt. Forgot about Shepard, out 2 to 3 months. So the left back spot is up for grabs as well between Diller and Escobar. Neither one of them has really separated themselves from each other, I don't believe. Looking at the ratings, it seems like it's pretty clear that it should be Diller. We're going to play him. I think this is what we're doing, my dudes. I think we're going to get beat in this match. We haven't beat Dortmund since we've took over here at Frankfurt. And I don't think that's going to change today because, to be fair, we're huge underdogs. They're the better side. Everyone's coming to work, enjoying coming to work, and there's a really fun feel around the place at the moment. They'll always score goals. It's who they are as a team, so it rests with us to find the proper way to beat them. Yeah, I mean that's that. I think they're going to score goals on us. We got to get it in the back of the net. We got to have a huge performance from Gil Ventura. He has been our savior this season because we are definitely a much better side with him in the rotation than not. Because Shorats and Eggman have both proven that they cannot produce on a consistent enough basis this year. Shorats has kind of came into a little bit better rotation of late. But look at that. Early in the match, Cardoza getting it in 1-0 for us now. Shocked at that. That was a nice little strike by the kid. Cardoza's a good player. We've got some players that are going to be very good players. I don't think they're quite there yet. Their consistency isn't there. He just beat the goalkeeper. He did him dirty right there. You do him dirty. But they've got to come into their own, and they've got to learn how to play, together, because this is definitely, it's not the same situation as it was with Fluminense, where we took over a really good side that was struggling, and kind of even the same with Orlando City, where we done a couple changes and was able to make a quick turnaround in the off season prior to after our first season there. But the Frankfurt team that we took over for was awful. It was abysmal. I mean, Izert was probably our best player at the time that actually wanted to stay at the club, and he's a squad guy for us. He's not really a locked-in starter for us every week. He does still get starts, but this is definitely going to be a project that we've got, and I know I've had questions asked about, saying that I know that you don't plan on going anywhere for a while, but where's your next? What do you think your next move is after this? And I've thought about it a little bit, and obviously, as playing these journeymans, I try to make them somewhat lifelike. Like what would I do? And that was kind of the situation with Brazil. We was in a good position at Brazil. I think it was a much better situation than where we was now, and still a high profile job. But it was one of those. It came down to the situation of would I rather live in Germany or would I rather live in Brazil? You know, and I picked Germany over that just because I think that probably the but as I was saying, I think just the overall quality of living is one reason why we picked go to Germany. But for the obviously trying, like I said, simulating it life, like the clubs that tried to join the Super League, those jobs are always very interesting because the money that you can bring in is ridiculous. And to be real, anybody would do that to get that take a managerial job like that just to provide for their family for for the rest of their lives. But with the save, I am going to opt against going to those clubs. Man, are we going down to 9? Okay. But yeah, like I said, I am going to opt against going to those clubs. So it kind of leaves our options a little bit thin past this. And obviously you got the clubs in Germany, that we could go to, that being Dortmund and Bayern Munich. I feel like those sides, and I think you could probably throw Leipzig in there, but I'm not going to, just because if I'm making that jump, I would want to be, when I think of Germany, when I think of German football, I think of Dortmund and I think of Bayern Munich. I don't think of Leipzig really. They're kind of the stepchild to me. But and then you think of PSG. That is a club that I've thought about. Maybe one of the big 3 in Portugal. A club that I've debated as well, and it's because I don't know if you'd say I'm actually a supporter of the club, but I enjoy their kits every year. Is Ajax. I think Ajax would be a fun way to end the series. And then finally, the one club that I think it would be kind of a lateral move, but I think in real life they really upped their game this year by winning Ligue 1, and that would be Lille. I think maybe Lille. I'm not sold on that, but it would be something that would be hard for me. It would really be hard for me not to take that job, I think, just because they won the league this year. I think that was a huge step forward for them as a club. Man, this match sucks. Ferrari really fucked us in this. I'm sorry for the language, but that really 3-1. I mean, it started out so nice, getting out to the early lead and then going down 10 men against the best team in the league by far. But let me know what you think about clubs like Ajax and Lille as the ending point of the save down in the comments below. Or do you think that is the gap's not far enough from Frankfurt? Because as somebody from America, it's kind of hard sometimes to judge like the actual size of clubs. You know what I'm saying, in terms of like the world. So I think I would like a little bit of an opinion on it. Obviously, like we said, like the PSGs, the Bayern Munichs, I think the big 3 in Portugal. I think Dortmund. I think those are the easy picks that we could go with, and I think that would be a great end to the series. Wouldn't be against it by any means, but definitely something we got to consider for the future. Guys, the save was going swimmingly, and now this match right here has really got me. These are the kind of matches like you don't even really know how to commentate. Like it's like you're going to get beat. It's just a matter of like, okay, we've been playing for 10 minutes now. Let's get it on, And once you go down to 10 minutes, like everything you've worked toward, your players, their ratings are all going to go down because they're just getting bombarded. They're not going to get anything going. You might as well just throw in players to get them fit again. And that's probably what we're going to do with this substitution right here. I mean, good night. Yoshi played terrible since we dropped him back to defensive mid. But we kind of had to. I shouldn't have done that. Fabio came on. So I wish that you could just do that. Let's try this again. And we're taking Yoshi out. The Fran is coming in. Kovacic is coming out as well. We're bringing on Jan Bornman and sliding him over. And we could take Ventura out as well, but is it really going to do anything? I was trying to preserve the lead by dropping him back. I probably should move him forward. I got to talking. That's my bad, my dudes. Like I'm pretty furious with Ferrari. I don't think he's going to start the next match. We do have a Pokal match coming up next against Hertha. That might be a good opportunity to let Bornman come in on that left-hand side because we have reached the spot where the club is happy where we're at. We've got to the expectations of where they wanted us to finish in it. This is pathetic. There was that poor tackle too. I mean, like we wasn't gonna win this match. We wasn't, but I'd at least like to give them a show for it. Probably should at least commentate a little bit on it, but I'm upset. Sorry. Vlad has been lambasted this entire match. He has been running for his life out there. He's the only person that put up above a 6.5, I think. Burn maybe was in there. Yeah, Burn got a 6.5 as well. I don't care if you're demotivated or not, Friari. That was terrible. I don't think we're rotating the side too much in this matchup, but there definitely has been some rotation. Mainly because, like we said, we've qualified for the point where the board is happy where we have got to in the Pokal. So we got Vlad in goal, back four of Dorn, Lawrence, Izert, and Escobar. In the midfield, the Fran is making a start. Al Warfalli alongside him. Peter on the left-hand side. In the middle, Cardoza. You know what? We're making one more change. One of the youngsters we haven't seen a lot of, Tinks, is coming in as well. I want him to get in there. Make a couple plays for us, hopefully. He's going to be our number 10 today. Left-hand side, we got Bornman. Up top, Shoretz making a start. He did score off screen, so I'm hoping that some of that kind of carries through. I think at this point we may be doing a little bit too much rotation, but I know you guys from when we was in Brazil, you enjoyed watching some of the youngsters play, and we still want to win this match. We still have good players on the bench, but I want to see some of these guys that we haven't seen really play. We have seen a little bit of Bornman. We haven't seen much of Trinks just because he prefers to play on the right-hand side or is that number 10. And we have a couple good number 10s, and we got a couple good players that can play on the right-hand side over him, so he hasn't really got the opportunity. And Lawrence is somebody that's complained about playing time, so that's why he's in the match. Right off the bat, it looks like Eartha has came to play. They're definitely attacking more than what our side seems to be. I mean, but when they attack like that, I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm disappointed that you decided to show that as a highlight, but other than that, we're fine. We are totally fine. There's a player that I want to check out off screen. I'm going to write his name down while this is going. I just got done recording the Derby County match that came on that was before this, and it's a totally different area right now. I think this is this guy's name. I'm not saying what his name is. He is an American. But I want to check him out in FM, see how he actually is. He's not playing in today's match, so it's somebody that I followed for a little bit that he's recently started to come on into the MLS a little bit, and I want to see what he's like in MLS. See what he's like in FM. Lawrence plays this forward to Peter. We gotta get on the old sheet. Peter's just kind of lackadaisically going with it, and Al Warfoley has all the talent in the world, but has absolutely been a huge disappointment this season. I think you can say Byrne has been our signing of the season. Well, Gill was last year, so you can't really count him, I don't guess. Isaac clearing that. I rotated too much. I did it. I knew it. I knew it when I brought in Trinks, but I wanted to see him. And unfortunately, we haven't seen anything from anybody. Isaac's doing okay with the 6.9. Peter hopefully can bring this down. He was trying to get it over to Shorats, who decided to, instead of after going after it, decided to move forward a little bit. It seemed like, I thought if he would have showed a little bit more hustle right there, he might. I know he's an advanced forward, but seemed like his mind would have thought, hey, let's go get the ball. There's nobody else over there, instead of trying to get forward for a pass that was never going to happen. That ain't what I meant to do, by the way. This is what I wanted to do. He really only a 2.5-star player. That is absolutely ridiculous. He is a lot better than that. I think we actually want to rotate these guys, since Ventura is left-footed. I do think we need to take a look at striker next year. I know Ventura has had a good season so far, but I really think it's been a more of a he got on a good run. He does have some good abilities. I do think he's a quality number 2 player. I'm hoping that bringing 2 up top will help create a little bit more of an opportunity for the guys to get forward. Shorats here, trying to play. Oh gosh, that is exactly what I want when I do that. When I want that. Ah, man, that should have went in. It was a little bit sloppy, but it was overall success. Well, it had the right build up to what I wanted. The success wasn't there. So this is Dorn. Like you want to play more, my dude, but you're putting out a 6.2. That's pathetic. Escobar putting out a 6.1. They're definitely not making cases for themselves to get more game time. I'm not disappointed in losing this match. I am disappointed in losing 2 straight back-to-back. With us not really doing anything offensively besides the lone Cardoza score. Shorats does a good job to pick that off. Borman can play it forward to Shorats. Opts not to. Poor decision in the end. Isaac with it now, playing it over to the Fran. Plays it forward to Shorats. Looking for Borman on that left-hand side. Borman's got some room to work. He tries to get it into Peter. Peter can't finish. I mean, the opportunities have been there in this match. And how Escobar, like, his rating just keeps falling more and more. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I need to take him off the pitch, but I'm really worried about the attack right now. I want to get somebody on that can do something. Vlad done a good job there. See, we can't have Gil get on a streak where he's not really. We got to keep him in good form, because he's definitely been the reason why we've been successful this season. Escobar's coming off. And I will definitely have a talking to Dorn and Escobar about this match, because as some people that have complained, when you get game time like this, you might want to actually do something with the game time you get. You got to start. Both of you guys did absolutely diddly with it. Fran fighting this. He is fighting hard to get this in. Al Warfoley. Okay. I'm getting really disappointed in him as well. We're going to have a talking to after the match about some of these guys that are kind of on the cuff, that they need to be starting, but they're not playing good enough to be starting. Far from pleased with that result. I know we did a little bit too much rotation for that second match, but this episode was pretty appalling, and I apologize for that. But if you enjoyed it, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to reevaluate our friendship. But if you did it, I guess you can leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching.